Top of the morning, evening, night, or day, ladies and gentlemen. This is me here today on behalf of Well Prepared Man, and in today's video, we're unboxing the ultimate watch. So if that sounds right up your alley, don't forget to stay up until the very end. Roll the intro!
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain, and the following video is for subscribed devices only.
I started off my watch journey trying to look for something that was perfect for me. My first watches that I ever owned were quartz, and the first watches that I ever collected were automatic. I wanted the watches to work all the time and not run out of battery or stuff like that. So I started gravitating a lot towards automatic watches for that reason. After I had enough automatic watches where I could swap, I realized that the power reserve wasn't that great. It was almost like, I don't know, 48 hours, yeah, 2 days best, that I'd get from my watch's power reserve. Then I'd have to set them again. And when you have 20 something watches, it's kind of difficult to get to that watch 48 hours later because you got that many to rotate. I've been looking for one watch that I can wear all the time, regardless of whatever the circumstance. I can just wear this one watch. And this is what we have right here. I'm giving Casio G-Shock another chance. The first G-Shock that I owned, I didn't like it very much. It wasn't practical. It had the hands, and then it had this tiny fuck off little screen I could barely see. And sometimes the hands were in front of the screen. I know you can press these two buttons together and the hands will move on the GA-2100. But if you press them again, they'll move back to their original place and block your view. So that watch is good looking, but it's not practical in my opinion. It was my first introduction to G-Shock, but it wasn't my first love, if that makes sense. So here we're doing it for the second time. We're unboxing a G-Shock here on the channel. I'm actually happy that this guy sent me sponges, because I was gonna throw the sponge that I have there in the sink away, and I didn't have a replacement, which is the reason why I didn't throw it away. I thought I need to go to the supermarket before I throw away the sponge. But here it is, my guy sent me a sponge. We got two sponges, and we got a GW-M5610U, I believe that's the name of the model. The first thing I want to see about this G-Shock is the strap. Okay. So this was made in Thailand by Casio, and this strikes me as a real G-Shock. For starters, the buckle here is brushed. I'm gonna grab a fake bracelet just so you guys can see the difference, because I've been fooled by this before. So here we have a fake G-Shock. This is a fake GA-2100. Yeah. And just to show you guys the difference in the strap, this is the real G-Shock and this is the fake G-Shock. So the real G-Shock is brushed, the fake G-Shock is shiny. I know these are different models, but the same things apply to both watches. In the back, this one's made by Casio Thailand. It's either made in Thailand or China. Casio doesn't care enough to make you think their watches are made in Japan like the fakes do. This is a fake and this is the real. So Thailand, Japan. Brushed, shiny. That's how you can tell straight away from the buckle. Another way to tell if the G-Shock is fake is by the back here, how well the draw is displayed in the back. Here it's more like a faint drawing, and here is more like a carving. I can't really explain this. We're gonna test to see if this is a real G-Shock, because if it is a real G-Shock, it should have no problem with water. I wasn't entirely convinced, so we're gonna, and as you guys can see, that is indeed a real G-Shock. I've just removed the Casio AQ230 from my wrist. We're gonna put this on now to see how it fits. I much prefer the shape of a G-Shock. They call this a square, but this looks more like a rectangle, or if we're being very precise, a polygon. This is more a polygon than it is a square, but hey. Something that I really like about the G-Shock rectangle, this is not a square guys, I'm sorry, is the size. So the GA2100, it was bulkier on my wrist and I didn't like how much real estate that watch occupied on my wrist. You can see the difference in size here on my wrist, hopefully. The GW-M5610 actually fits me way better. It's more subtle and small, and that makes it more likely for me to wear this watch if it's elegant and not necessarily a huge thing. G-Shock Rectangular, they did a great job in my opinion in terms of measurements. My watch at the moment is in medium power because it was shipped from the other side of Europe. I'm just cleaning the lens here to make sure there's no scratches on here. But there isn't any scratches, there's just a load of writing. So on top we got Casio. I'm gonna show you guys this. So on top we got Casio multiband 6, then we have shock resist, split, reset, light. There's a bunch of writing on this watch that could disappear in my opinion and make an even more brilliant watch. But the features of this watch are phenomenal. It's got tough solar, which means the battery charges with the sun. It's got multiband 6, which means I can link this watch to the atomic clock and I get super great precision, although I don't think I can get the signal from this tower in Portugal. It's got 200 meters of water resistance, it's shock proof. This is how the negative display looks outside. You can actually see it better than I thought. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is how the backlight looks. Overall, I'm super excited about trying this watch. That pretty much brings us to the very end of this video. I hope you have enjoyed chilling here with me for a little bit. And wish you the rest of an amazing day. This is your boy, logging out. Peace!